you have unmarried adult children who are over the age of 21 of a US citizen. Then F2A, that category is spouse and minor children of a green card holder. F2B is adult children of the green card holder. F3 is parents of a US citizen, and F4 is siblings, brothers and sisters of the US citizen. The reason why it is taking so long is because there is a cap. Cap means that only certain amount of visas, immigrant visas, are being granted every year. Okay, for immediate relative, there is no cap. So that means that if you are a US citizen, you are applying for your parents, then they don't have to wait in the line. There's no number or no cap or no limitations on the number of visas that's available. It just gets processed when it was filed. But for other categories, you have to wait until your visa date becomes current. Right now, spouses and minor children of the green card holder, that category is current. When you go on the visa bulletin page, it says C. C means current. So that is the reason why it is taking so long for certain categories to wait for their visas. Mexico, I think, has the longest wait. I think some of the petitions are still waiting till like 1999 or something. So, and that of course frustrates people, but it's just so many petitions, and the limitations on the visa numbers is so small. So that's where the problem starts. So if you have any questions regarding family-based petitions, if you want to file for your family, if you have already filed for your relatives, it's waiting, or there's some issues, please do call us on 352-404-6166. You can always email us, or you can contact us through our website, and I will be happily able to assist you. Okay, let's see. We have one comment. Okay, good morning, Roshni. Thank you. Good morning to you too. Okay. That's our website. Please do check it out and subscribe. We'll have our newsletter out as well end of this month. So let's talk about marriage petitions and adjustment of status. A lot of people know what marriage green card is. A US citizen or a green card holder can apply for their spouse to come and join them in the United States. They can get a green card from there. Okay. What do you need for that? The very basic, obvious answer is a lawful marriage, and the marriage has to be genuine and subsisting. That means that you're not entering into marriage with someone so that they can get a benefit in the US, because then it creates a lot of issue. If USCIS finds fraud, then it is very difficult to overcome that claim. Also, you have to make sure that if either of you or both of you have been married prior, you have to get divorced before you enter into the second marriage. So the marriage has to be legal in the jurisdiction that you live. Another question, a very important question, and that question gets asked a lot, is I'm in the United States and I'm married. I want to stay with my husband. Can I still apply for my green card while I am in the United States? The answer is yes, if you meet certain requirements. And the certain requirements are that first, as I mentioned, that it has to be a lawful marriage. Second is that you entered the United States and you were admitted or paroled in the United States. You were inspected when you came to the United States. Now, certain people say that, hey, I don't need an attorney. I can do the adjustment status myself. Correct. Some people can do the adjustment status by themselves, but there's a lot of nuances and there's a lot of legal criteria that you have to meet. Some people, there's a lot of security questions that get asked as well, and you have to make sure that you select the correct answer. Some people do not even know what being inspected means. They think that inspected means that they check my luggage, etc. No, being inspected means that you came to the United States, you were fingerprinted, you were asked questions by the officer at the border, your passport was stamped, you were legally allowed to enter the United States. You have to show that as well. Then second was that, of course, lawful admission. Your visa has to be current, like how we discussed before, that if you are for US citizen, it's not a problem. But if you are a green card holder, if you're married to a green card holder, you have to make sure that your visa is current as well. Right now, it is. This whole process of applying the green card while staying in the United States is called adjustment of status process. When you apply for adjustment of process, you can also apply for your work permit. You can also apply for your travel document, so you can travel in and out of the country while your petition is pending. Now, you have to remember this. You can only travel once you have the travel document on hand. You cannot travel if you just have simply filed the petition and you're waiting. If you do that, if you travel without the travel document, that means that you are abandoning your petition. You cannot come back. The whole process will start again. Or maybe you'll have to start with consular processing because they may not even let you in. So you have to make sure that you only travel once you have the travel document in your hand. Once that is done, if the adjustment of status process is filed, the petition is pending. If USCIS wants more information, they would request additional documents from you. If not, then your case will be ready to get interviewed. Usually husband and wife always go together. They can ask questions regarding their marriage. They have to take some bona fides of their relationship. And as an attorney, I also assist my clients to go to the interview with them. That's about when the person is in the United States. But what if the person is outside of the United States? What if the spouse is outside of the United States? Then you go through the consular processing, which I discussed earlier. The petitioner, the US spouse or the US citizen spouse or the green card holder spouse files here in the United States. Once that gets approved, case is transferred to the embassy, NVC at the embassy. You upload all the documents, you pay the relevant fees, and then you wait for an interview and you come here on the green card. The question is, which one is better? Would you go for adjustment of status or would you go for consular processing? It really depends. So both have their cons and pros. Pros and cons. Adjustment of status, the very big benefit is that you are able to live with your spouse here in the United States. The separation is not there. With COVID right now, with embassies closing and opening and a lot of stuff happening, we don't know. It's very unpredictable when they can call you for an interview or how long it will take. So with that, adjustment of status is very good that you can still stay with your spouse while you wait for your green card. If there is a denial, it's better or it's easier for you to appeal that if there's an error on your decision while you are in the United States for adjustment of status. If there's immigration violation or if you overstayed or if there's any violations, then you can get excused if you married a US citizen and you apply for adjustment of status. But consular processing, if you need the flexibility to travel in and out of the country a lot, then consular processing is for you, because for adjustment of status, you may be waiting for at least 6 to 8 months to get the travel document. Again, the fees are cheaper for consular processing as compared to the adjustment of status. But the processing time with COVID and with embassy closure, we can really predict how long it will take for the consular processing. On USCIS's website, if you type in processing times, it can tell you based on the petition and based on which category that you applied under, how many months it takes usually. So that's the difference between adjustment and the consular processing. So that's all I have for today. If you do have any questions, if you have any questions regarding your family members, or based on the Facebook Live, if you think that I'm eligible for naturalization and you want to apply for the naturalization, please do contact us. Our information is on our website. You can call us on our office phone number. And yes, and let me know if you have any specific request that you want me to talk about in the next Facebook Live. Visit our website, subscribe to the newsletter, and have a safe and happy weekend. And I will see you next time. Thank you.